Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is the NFL 100 Game of the Week on EA Sports. Ahead, we'll get a look at Jimmy Garoppolo and the San Francisco 49ers as they match up with the second-year man Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, thanks. CA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor at M&T Bank Stadium here in Baltimore, Maryland. Here's the scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the San Francisco 49ers. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. The Niners heading out behind their 6-year quarterback, Jimmy Garoppolo. Jimmy, of course, sat behind Tom Brady for much of his tenure in New England. Won his first 5 starts as a Niner in 2017, then the injury last year. So still some question marks surrounding number 10 out there under center. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down.
There is no doubt that Geno Atkins is really strong and stout at the point of attack. But I love his suddenness, the ability to make plays, to be in one spot, and then he's gone. And into the offensive backfield, he's a heck of a player.
And there, a big TFL, tackle for loss.
Hard to believe that his father, Gene Atkins, was an NFL defensive back. He's bred this big defensive tackle.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now, 3rd and long. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Not the opening possession they were looking for, especially on the road.
No doubt about it, because they wanted to come out and establish a little momentum right away. But now bringing up a 4th down, an empty possession, not what they were seeking.
62 yards on the punt that time. Wow. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. So a long field ahead for the Ravens to start things out. They'll be led out by the final pick of the first round in 2018 out of Louisville. It's Lamar Jackson.
I guess we have to nickname him the thrower, aren't we, or something like that.
After last week?
I mean, man, you're talking about over 400 yards throwing the ball. The running backs and everyone else may be looking at him like, hey, don't forget us. And he'd probably just tell him, listen, you want to get involved?
Go out.
Go out and catch some passes. I'll make sure you touch it.
Now the 3rd leading rusher among rookies last year, it's Nick Chubb. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54. You must be dreaming. Check 52. Check the backer. Check the backer. Whip, 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 whip. Watch the wheel. Back, back.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Here's the former number 2 pick, the Pro Bowler Saquon Barkley. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. On 2nd down now. Barkley. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
How about our reigning AFC Player of the Week, hot-footing it into the secondary on that run?
Yeah, nice long run. That's what got him the award a week ago. Maybe he's trying for 2 in a row here this week. A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Chubb will get the call, running left. And the tackle there by Quan Alexander. They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. Here's Jackson to throw. And he's got his man Hilton. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Hey, nothing to see here. Just your standard 4th down gain of 28 yards. And the drive keeps going.
Well, peel back the curtain, partner. We've got a pretty good look into how they plan to play this game. Aggressive seems to be the word. Going for it on 4th down in that situation.
Yeah, opening drive. Now, we know this coaching staff, they have traits of aggression in their history, but what a start to this game. They're going for it.
Yeah, a lot of people might say reckless, but they got it. 1 for 1 on 4th down here early in the game.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. A run for Nick Chubb. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Nick Chubb, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. A 10-play drive that time. And Nick Chubb, the one to finish it off, as he does so with a touchdown run. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. George Kittle, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. Now the starters on the defensive side of the ball for the Ravens. They were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
I just consider myself fortunate that I'm not in charge of the offensive line. They gave up 7 sacks last week. And if things don't improve in this game, head coach isn't going to be looking at the offensive line. He's going to be looking at the offensive line coach. And that's when things get dicey. And
he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. There he goes left side. Touchdown, 49ers. Dante Pettis, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Robbie Gould on for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. Just a 4-play drive that time. And the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10 at the 9-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. He topped the 200-yard mark a week ago. You know they're going to have a lot of eyes and hopefully for them bodies on him here in this one.
You've got to expect defensively, forget 8 men in the box. 9, 10,
11?
Hey, listen, they're trying to sneak you and me in there to try and slow him down, but I bet his offensive line mates are going to accept that challenge. They really like blocking for a guy who can turn up that kind of yardage.
Exit. Watch, quick.
A give. This is Chubb. And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Mike 54.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And they'll run for it with Barkley. Fights off the defender. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Let's go, defense. Here we go. Watch the edge. Joker. You go tight. Go. You got
Chubb. Defensively, Jimmy Ward in on the stop. Handoff comes to Chubb. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
The numbers for him from a week ago. And Charles, how do you think he ran the football?
I thought he definitely had his moments. I did think that they could have utilized him a little bit better, and I'm definitely going to keep an eye on him to see how they're going to use him this week.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. On first down, Chubb going to get forward for only about a couple. 2nd and 8 forthcoming. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. They run. Chubb. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Now Saquon Barkley. And he's stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now.
We've seen this offense go for it on 4th down already on this drive. I wonder if they'll go for it again.
I certainly wouldn't rule it out with these guys. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Chubb running right. Busts through the tackle. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. And to give this time to the tailback. Runs through the contact. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. Wiggles free. Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Saquon Barkley running right. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. These two teams all tied after one. They'll run with Chubb. And he will force his way into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Nick Chubb with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest-Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. So that, amazingly, a 17-play drive. And Nick Chubb the one to finish it off as he does so with a touchdown run. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Don't forget, later tonight, Sunday Night Football, we've got the Pats and the Texans from NRG Stadium in Houston. And then tomorrow night, Monday Night Football, it's supposed to be really cold up in Seattle as we've got the Vikings and the Seahawks from CenturyLink Field at 8:15 Eastern. A good run on first down. It's got him very close to the line to gain, just shy of the 35. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
How about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield, and spills the play.
And he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because of plays just like that. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
On that play, it was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held them to no gain.
And this will be touchdown inside the 20. They'll spot it at the 18-yard line. The offense trots back out there. Let's turn our focus now to Nick Chubb. He's in his own 2nd quarter, already closing in on a 100-yard game.
And that's the magic number for a running back. Anytime you get to that triple digits, that's all you're looking for. But he's got a chance to really exceed that in this one.
Yeah, he does. That's been the gold standard for a long time, hasn't it, that 100-yard mark?
It really has, and that never has to shift because it's in a game. It's the 1,000-yard mark. I'm wondering, since we've gone from 12 to 14 to 16 games, maybe we need to up that a little.
Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation. The Ravens on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a 1st down. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run with Barkley. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Now Chubb. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. Well, he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
Pretty solid run here on 1st down. Almost picked up another 1st, but he appears to be a few inches short. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a 1st down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown run as the Ravens push further out in front. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And the rookie Saquon Barkley, the one who finishes things off with a touchdown run. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's some guys that got to be careful.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Pernell McPhee in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Garoppolo now, and he's going to go down again.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
It's such an impressive first half to get that lead. Drops it off for Coleman. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Chubb. And he's brought down, but not before a really nice stiff arm to create a little space.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Barkley. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven 1st down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
On the ground, it's Chubb. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. A give running right is Chubb. Shoves him aside. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will have the 1st down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football, caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
And they'll get to him just inside the 15, even after that strong run we witnessed. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. On second down, Barkley. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up third and 3.
On third down, Barkley. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. On the run, it's Barkley. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. Saquon Barkley denied on 4th down. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. Well, they knew who to turn to on 4th down. Their horse, they needed the short yardage. He just couldn't get it.
And that's a surprise because normally that's bread and butter for them, right? Hand it to the big guy, let him go, pick up the first down. Didn't get it there. All credit to the defense. Usually, even if they know he's coming, he can't be stopped, and they got it done on that play.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now this throw caught left side. The end result, 21 yards. To throw is Garoppolo. And now Garoppolo lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Garoppolo hustling him back to the line now. After the sack on first down, Garoppolo.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Here we go. 54. I'm here all day.
Now it's Barkley. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. On second down now, Barkley.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball. And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
They don't want it, fellas. They don't.
In my humble estimation, terrific work there defensively. Running back's trying to get wide, get to the sideline, and they beat him to the spot, forced him out of bounds, pretty close to the line of scrimmage.
So on 4th down, they're going to go again. Keep in mind, they're 3 of 4 so far in these situations. They'll run with Barkley. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
Let's go. Let's do it.
We're all still valiantly searching for the so-called book right, that tells us what to do in every situation. Everyone kind of knows what it says, but it's never really been written down anywhere. He violated every code on that one, didn't he? Decided to go for it right there.
Oh, yeah, your side of the field, this stage of the game, you're supposed to punt the football. He said, who cares? I'm going to light the book on fire.
Yeah, analytics, everyone else, be warned, he's coming for you.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll try the right side here. Barkley fighting him off. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. This is Barkley. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Now the offense not going anywhere. They're staying out there. They've converted once already on this drive. Here they go again on 4th down. Here we go on 4th down with Jackson. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. You want the 3rd quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the 2nd half. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the 2nd half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the 2nd half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. That often runs you into a penalty.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Delay of game, offense.
And that'll set them back 5.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Still first down.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
That'll net 7 yards on the ground, but it'll leave him with a healthy distance still to go on third down.
Third down.
That's what I do.
On third down, Barkley. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up fourth down. Again, it's Barkley. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. Backed up where they were on this side of the field. That was a gutsy call.
A gutsy call that never should have happened. Not so much them going for it. That's their decision. But where's the defensive front? Where's the leverage? Where's the low man wins? Where's getting into the offensive backfield and spilling the play? How did they permit them to pick up a first down in that situation?
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
They go with Chubb on second down. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
They run again on first down, Chubb. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. 16 yards on that one at a Raven first. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. It's been a remarkable day at the office for him running the football. Those yards just continue to pile well past 100.
And how about more than double-digit carries in the second half alone? That's what you want as a runner, because you've got to prove to your offensive line that you're going to be as tough as they are. They don't rotate in and out on every play. Running backs often do, so those who can stay out there with their offensive linemen, those are the guys they really value.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra. We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Check 4.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. Safarian Jenkins has it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Austin Safarian-Jenkins, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. So that drive, 12 plays in length, and it's capped off by the Baltimore score. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Let's go. Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half, Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Here we go.
So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Shane Ray, the blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8.
I think we've seen this before. If someone's down 3 scores, that situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustration, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot. But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
Chubb breaks a tackle. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. The run defense, they have been porous at times today, but not that last go-around.
No, they really tightened it up, didn't they? They finally got themselves a win because all game long we've seen them get gashed. This time they played their responsibilities, played their keys, and made a nice stop.
They'll get 4 on 2nd down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go. They'll go to Barkley again. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore 1st down. This offense, number 1 in the NFL in picking up 1st downs, and their run game got them another one there.
A really good stat to lead the league in, isn't it? Because if you keep picking up 1st downs, sustaining drives, that means you're controlling the football, controlling the clock, and letting your defense rest on the sidelines.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. And quickly, they get to the line. And again, it's Chubb. And fights through 1 man. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. They'll run it again with Barkley.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now.
Right there. 54 Mike. I'm coming. Shift. Gbone. Max box. Mike. Hit the edge. Come.
They go play action now. Jackson, blitz coming, and down he goes. Credit the sack to Fred Warner.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Now it's Jackson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Now Jackson. Got a man. It's Brown. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Give him 13 yards on the connection, but not enough. 4th down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from, working his way into the secondary.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Austin Safarian-Jenkins with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year, as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. That one in the books as a 12-play drive, and it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Geno Atkins in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Goodwin able to haul it in. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, 49ers. Marquise Goodwin, 83 yards. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit. Well, I love watching Goodwin play. Of course, everybody knows the story of him being an Olympian. He's a long jumper,
yes,
right?
Yes.
But you know that he has that athleticism, that big playability.
He certainly does. And not only was he an Olympian as a long jumper, married to a sprinter. How about that for speed in one family? And I love his end zone celebrations now. When he does go deep and beat someone for a touchdown, now he does the long jump as his celebration. Pretty cool deal.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he is going to be tackled at the 1-yard line. What a mess that was.
All right, partner, get that disapproving look off of your face. He did get it out to the 1-yard line. Yeah, I know. Wasn't the best play in the world. He's hoping his offense can bail him out.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And they'll bring him down right around the 13. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the 2nd half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
At the 21-yard line.
Mike 56.
They run it again with Chubb. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Let's go, boys. Bring it out.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the fourth. Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. Quick throw here to Hilton. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the
Mike 54.
29-yard line.
Mike 54. Blue dance.
Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. Jackson going to get this out to Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards the pickup there. Good for a Raven first.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Jackson on first down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker, Fred Warner, right there on the coverage. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. To throw is Jackson. To throw again. He's going deep for Brown. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step one. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still a 3-score game, though, 4th quarter. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Kendrick Bourne, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Check hot route.
Garoppolo to try again on 2nd down. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. The Niners on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. He finds Coleman. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 18 yards, 1st down Niners.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a 1st down.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. The former 1st-round pick Marlon Humphrey there to get a hand on it. Back to the air on 2nd. It's Garoppolo. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Now, defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them holding them under 200 today. Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. But hang on, a flag is down. Now, if it's on the defense, they might decline it and take the points. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Automatic 1st down.
So a special teams mistake on the field goal try leads to a new set of downs inside the red zone. Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And across the chalk into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Tevin Coleman, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers get a score closer. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that will get them one closer. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This one taken from the 7th. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
16 yards on that one at a Raven first.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. They go play action here on first down. Steps away to his left. Snead's got it. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
Rolling to his right. And that is incomplete.
So many qualities coaches tick off when they talk about, hey, what is it going to take to make an excellent quarterback? Accuracy has to rank near the top of every list.
Talk about arm strength, that's great. Mobility, great. But you need that accuracy in there. That one well in front of his man.
Yeah, now they got to face a big third down.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a third and he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Justice Hill, his second touchdown on the season as the Ravens push further out in front.
No lead safe in the new NFL, but this score is really going to give them some needed breathing room.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. 5 plays there on that drive. And it's capped off by the Baltimore score. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They're the 49ers getting set to trot out there. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Ball on the 30, they'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Throwing now is Garoppolo. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, 49ers. Marquise Goodwin, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit.
Well, if you've got him in your fantasy league, you like his production, his second touchdown of the game. But right now, his team is trailing. Fortunately, he's playing pretty well and trying to keep him in it.
Yeah, they might need a little more from him here.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they continue to call his number. Right now, he needs his defense to step up and give him a chance.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. He is north of 200 yards. Any time that you can say you're north of 200 yards, you've done something right.
Yeah, you're going to get some big check marks on your grade sheet, and you're going to be in heavy rotation on all the highlight shows. And you might even make a magazine cover or two.
He's hoping for more, the cherry on top maybe, as this game goes forward.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football. Willie Snead all alone. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Willie Snead, his 5th touchdown now on the year as the Ravens push further out in front. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Well, not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes Jimmy Garoppolo now to lead his offense back out there. He's had quite the turnaround, Charles. At the start of the game, passing game was a little bit of a mess, but he's back on the horse, so to speak.
Love seeing how someone can rebound from a slow start or a tough start. It means that they're strong mentally. They've kind of calmed themselves down. Everyone's rallied around them. Maybe they even changed game planning a little bit in order to make things better for them.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Looking to throw, Garoppolo toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was looking that time for Dante Pettis, but now it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Oh, free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble, because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas, and they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. To try again after the sack. Jackson. And the pressure gets to him again. D. Ford able to record his 5th sack of the season. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Complete to Hilton. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Austin Seferian-Jenkins, 37 yards as the Ravens push further out in front. They had the lead in the 4th, but still passing, finding the big target for the touchdown. Now that lead grows even more.
Everybody gets to join in the fun. It doesn't have to just be the wide receivers catching touchdown passes. The tight end doesn't just have to do just the dirty work inside. He gets a chance to get into the end zone as well.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Set to take over again here on offense, Jimmy G and the 49ers. And that interception that ended their previous drive likely also ended any shot they had at victory.
Yeah, long road back from here, no doubt about that one. But let's face it, if you're going to go out there and compete, you want to try and end on a strong note, don't you?
Absolutely. It won't end in a victory like you said, but they can maybe take something positive out of this one. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Garoppolo again here on 2nd and 10. And this is Selleck here with a grab. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Garoppolo going to try and throw on 3rd. Open man is Pettis. It's complete.
Go ahead.
And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. Well, Pettis is quickly becoming the #1 receiving option for Jimmy Garoppolo. Into last year, John Lynch said that they loved the way he closed the season. Really came on late. Remember, this is a guy that they traded up to get at number 44 back in 2018 out of the University of Washington. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Garoppolo again. Open man is Gbone. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out.
And he's into the clear. The 20. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. George Kittle, his second touchdown on the season. And the 49ers get a score closer. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
Gold with the extra point, and that will shave one more off this lead. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new...
And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. T.Y. Hilton with his 16th touchdown of the year as the Ravens push further out in front. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. Here's Garoppolo to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Brandon Carr on the coverage there. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner. And just think about how good that feels, because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right? And sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. D. Ford in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Marquise Brown, the rookie, his intended target, and it's third down. Despite the lead here in the fourth, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all, and to me it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead, or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Even though that one was incomplete, you could see the training that went into that play. He gets out of the pocket, ends up moving to his right. All he's trying to do, though, extend the life of the play. Keep it alive, hoping someone would pop free.
Was able to take a pretty good shot with a deep ball, but incomplete. He's going deep. He's got a man. Complete. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. He's got it to Hilton. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And, oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the fourth quarter trying to hang on to that lead.
Talking about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that will get him one closer. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And nowhere to go. He'll make it back only to the 5-yard line.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
And the catch made by Hilton. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. D Ford in there to make the sack on what will be the final act in this ball game. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves.